Krishna 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 Ram 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Ram Ram 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna 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 Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు వెళ్ళి మీకు ఫ్లైట్ ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటే మన వాళ్ళు వచ్చి వెళ్ళి చాలా మంది ఉంటారు పైకి ఇంకా బుక్ చేస్తాం.
Hare Krishna, Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Ram Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
చేశారు.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Gaurava, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna, 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 Ram Sri Vishnu Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Saraswati Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
Prasad
Krishna
Prabhu, I always appreciate Prabhu your joining and sincerely chanting. Very good. Thank you so much. Raju Prabhu also, thank you so much for chanting. Thank you, Muralidhar Prabhu, for joining. We will start now.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji se Dandavat Pranams to all.
Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभुनित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् ओम पवित्र वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सवाह्याभ्यन्तरं शुचिः श्रीविष्णु ओम तद्विष्णु परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयो दिवि व चक्षुराततं सद्विप्रास विपन्यो जागृहं स सम्मिन्दिते विष्णुं यत्परमं पदम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. Thank you very much again, devotees. We'll start with Gita Mahatmyam and then we'll continue with Bhagavad Gita Sloka. Last week we have chanted these three slokas. Let me quickly chant. Gita Shastramidam Punyam Yappatet Prayata Puman Vishnu Padama Vapnoti Bhaya Shokadi Varjita गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामापरस्य च नैव शान्तिः पापानि पूर्वजन्म कृतानि च मलिनेमोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीतामृतस्नानं संसारामलनाशनम्. I think why don't we chant all together? Hmm. Please repeat after me. Gita Shastramidam Punyam
Gita Shastramidam Punyam.
Yappatet Prayatappuman
Yah Patet Prayatatman.
Vishnu Padamavapnoti
Vishnu Padama Apnoti.
Bhayashokadivarjita
Bhayashokadi Varjitaha.
गीताध्ययनशीलस्य
Gita Dhyana Shilasya.
प्राणायामापरस्य च
Pranayama Parasya.
नैव शान्तिः प्रापानि
Naiva Shantihi Pramani.
पूर्वजन्म कृतानि च
Purva Janma Krita Nicha.
मलिनेमोचनं पुंसं
Malidimosanam Pumsam.
जलस्नानं दिने दिने
Jalasnanam Dine Dine.
सकृद्गीतामृतस्नानं
Sakrut Gita Mritastanam.
संसारमलनाशनम्.
Samsara Malanachanam.
Alanashanam.
Yeah, fourth sloka will do. Gita Sugita Kartavya. Please chant.
Gita Sugita
Gita
Kartavya.
Sugita Kartavya.
किमन्यै शास्त्रविस्तारै
Kimanya Shastra Vistarai.
Samanye Shastra. Vistara.
यस्वयं पद्मनाभस्य
Yasvayam
Yasvayam
Padmanabhasya.
Padmanabhritya
मुखपद्मद्विनिसृता.
Mukha Padma
Mukha
Vinishita.
Vinishita.
Four lines together. Gita Sugita Kartavya Kim Anyai Shastra Vistarai Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padma Vinishrita. Please chant.
गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या
गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या
Gita Samya
किमन्वित्तास्तविस्तरे
Kinya Shastra
स्वयं
यस्वयं
Vistari
पद्मनाभस्य
Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha
मुखपद्मानि
Padma Vinishrita.
निष्कृता
Please read the Prasad Prabhu, please read the meaning.
Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Supreme Personality of the Godhead, one need not read any other Vedic literature. One need only attentively and regularly hear and read Bhagavad Gita. In the present age, people are so absorbed in the mundane activities that it is not possible for them to read all the Vedic literature. But this is not necessary. This is one book. Bhagavad Gita will suffice because it is the essence of all Vedic literature, and especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Haribol.
Hey, so nice, huh? Because Bhagavad Gita
Yes.
is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Sure.
who, directly from, that's why it's called Bhagavad Gita. One need not read any other Vedic literature. ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు ఇది శంకరాచార్య చెప్తున్నారు
Okay.
one need only attentively and regularly, so that is very important point, huh? Attentiveness and regularly we need to read, regularly we need to understand, we need to read, understand, contemplate, practice. Yeah, attentively and regularly hear and read Bhagavad Gita. In the present age, people are so absorbed in mundane activities. Yeah, materialistic activities. Mundane means materialistic activities. We all know eating, sleeping, mating, defending. That it is not possible for them to read all the Vedic literatures. Vedic literatures, okay. But this is not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad Gita, will suffice because it is the essence of all Vedic literatures. అందుకే ఈ గీతాసారం సర్వ ఉపనిషద సారం, గీతోపనిషద్ రకరకాల పేర్లు, సర్వ ఉపనిషత్ సారం, sense of all Vedic literatures, and especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why Krishna is spoken, Bhagavad Gita. That's why we have to read and regularly, attentively, we have to understand and read. That's why very nice. So thank you for all of you joining and reading. It's a mutual benefit, not for me, it's everybody's benefit. Whoever joining and reading, reciting, understanding, permanent benefit is there. Eternal bank balance we are depositing, money depositing by spending time here. Okay, thank you so much. Very nice, huh? We'll chant from this sloka 8, what is that, text 26. Yeah, please, let's chant together. తెలుగులో మీరు రెడీ ఉండండి, బారోల తర్వాత మురళీధర్ ప్రభు మాతాది, చంద్రకళ మాతాది. ఓకే, తెలుగులో
హరే
చదవాలి.
హరే కృష్ణ.
ప్రణామాలు.
8th chapter 26 శ్లోకం దగ్గర ఓపెన్ చేసి పెట్టుకోండి.
సరే ప్రభుజీ.
26వ శ్లోకం. ఓకే, 8వ చాప్టర్. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ రిపీట్ ఆఫ్టర్ మీ. శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహ్యేతే
శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహేతే
జగత శాశ్వతే మతే
జగత శాశ్వతే మతే
ఏకాయాయత్యనావృత్తిం
ఏకయా యజ్ఞామృత్యం
అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః.
అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః.
ప్లీజ్ స్టార్ట్ 4 lines together. ఓకే, శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహ్యేతే జగత శాశ్వతే మతే ఏకయాయత్యనావృత్తిం అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః.
శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహేతే జగత శాశ్వతే మతే ఏకయా యాతి అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః.
బాగుంది మీనింగ్. లెట్ us start. శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహ్యేతే జగత శాశ్వతే మతే ఏకయా యత్యనావృత్తిం అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః.
విష్ణువే.
మాత మీరు తెలుగులో చదువుతారా?
చదువుతాను ప్రభుజీ. శుక్లకృష్ణే గతిహేతే జగత శాశ్వతే మతే ఏకయా యత్యనావృత్తిం అన్యయా వర్తతే పునః. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారి అనువాదము. వేదాభిప్రాయం అనుసరించి శుక్లగతి కృష్ణగతి అని ఈ జగత్తును విడిచి వెళ్ళు మార్గములు రెండు కలవు. శుక్లగతిన మరణించిన వాడు తిరిగి రాకుండాను, కృష్ణగతిన మరణించిన వాడు తిరిగి వచ్చును. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
హరే కృష్ణ. ఇంగ్లీష్ చదవండి. ఇంగ్లీష్ మాధవి మాతది.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada. According to Vedic opinion, there are two ways of passing from this world, one in light and one in darkness. And when one passes in light, he doesn't come back, but when passes in darkness, he returns. అంటే లైట్ డార్క్నెస్ అంటే నైట్ డే టైం
కృష్ణపక్షం,
అట్లా,
శుక్లపక్షం,
శుక్లపక్షం కృష్ణపక్షం అంతే కదా ప్రభు. ఓకే.
కానీ డివోటీస్ కి దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ బట్ డివోటీస్ ఇన్ ఎనీ కండిషన్, ఇన్ ఎనీ కండిషన్, ఉత్తరాయణం, దక్షిణాయనం, శుక్లపక్షం, వాట్ ఎవర్ పక్షం, devotees always remembers Krishna. Won't applicable for a devotee Krishna because they always think about Krishna. Every time is auspicious only. Krishna himself says, right? So yeah, that's fair. So we'll continue. Next sloka, text 27. Naite srishti partha janan. No, wait. Naite srishti partha janan.
నైతే
శృతి పార్థ జానన్
Yogi muhyati kaschana.
योगी
ముహ్యతి కశ్చన
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu.
तस्मात्
సర్వేషు కాలేషు
Yoga yukto bhava Arjuna.
योगयुक्तो
భవ అర్జున.
Again, yeah, 4 lines together. Naite srishti partha janan yogi muhyati kaschana tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhava Arjuna.
नैते श्रुति पार्थ जानन्
योगी मुह्यति
कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भव अर्जुन.
Yeah, తెలుగులో ఏం మాతది?
నైతే శృతి పార్థ జాన యోగి జానన్ యోగి ముహ్యతి కశ్చన తస్మాత్ సర్వేషు కాలేషు యోగయుక్తో భవ అర్జున. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారి అనువాదము. ఓ అర్జున, భక్తులు ఈ రెండు మార్గములను ఎరిగినను ఎన్నడూను కలత చెందరు కనుక నీవు భక్తిలో సదా సుస్థిరుడవు కమ్ము. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
Hari bol. Yeah, let me read. Although the devotees know these two paths, O Arjuna, they are never bewildered. Therefore, always be fixed in devotion. Hare Krishna. One more sloka. Text 28. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva. Please chant.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव
दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम्
दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं
प्रदिष्टम्
अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा
विदित्वा
योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
योगी परं स्थानमुपैति
चाद्यम्.
4 lines together. वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगिं परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम्
अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
माता जयंती.
వేదేషు యజ్ఞేషు తపస్సు చైవ దానేషు యత్పుణ్యఫలం ప్రదిష్టం అత్యేతి తత్సర్వమిదం విదిత్వా యోగి పరం స్థానముపైతి చాద్యం. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారి అనువాదము. వేదాధ్యయనము చేతను తీవ్ర తపస్సులతో కూడిన యజ్ఞాచరణము చేతను దానముల చేతను భక్తియుక్త సేవా మార్గము చేపట్టు మానవునకు ఆధ్యాత్మికములు మరియు కామ్యకర్మల ఆచరణ చేతను కలుగు ఫలితములు లభింపకపోవు. కేవలము భక్తియుక్త సేవను ఆచరించడం ద్వారానే అతడు వీటన్నిటినీ పొందుటయే కాక అంత్యమున శాశ్వత దివ్యధామమును సైతము పొందును. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
ఎంత బాగుంది చూడండి. యా,
Hare
హరే
Krishna.
కృష్ణ.
A person who acts
read.
A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft,
Bereft.
bereft of the results derived from the studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing the philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing the devotional service, he attains all this, and at the end, he reaches the supreme eternal abode. Hare Krishna.
ఎంత బాగుంది చూడండి కదా. జస్ట్ బై డూయింగ్ భక్తి యోగా, డివోషనల్ సర్వీస్ టు కృష్ణ, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు స్టడీయింగ్ ద వేదాస్, పర్ఫార్మింగ్ వేరియస్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ సాక్రిఫైస్, అండర్గోయింగ్ ఆస్టరిటీస్, జస్ట్ డూయింగ్ శ్రవణం, కీర్తనం, విష్ణు స్మరణం, పాదసేవనం, అర్చనం, వందనం, దాస్యం, సాఖ్యం, ఆల్ ద connected activities to Krishna. It is equivalent. No need to separately do all this. Giving charity is either pursuing all at once. Attains all this. Giving charity. Actually, Krishna is not looking for our charity. Krishna is looking for our life, whole life. That inclusive of our charity, inclusive of our whatever we accumulated. Complete surrender. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all these. See, performing devotional service, that's mean we need to surrender fully at the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. Then ఇవన్నీ వర్తిస్తాయి అన్నమాట. ఇవన్నీ పర్టికులర్ వేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు ఇంకా. At the end, he reaches the supreme eternal abode. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchaha. So with this chapter is done actually. 28 slokas in 8th chapter. One more time, let us sing. కలిసి చేద్దాం రండి. సరే, ఒక భక్తి చేస్తే ఇవన్నీ ఫలాలు ఆటోమేటిక్గా వస్తాయి. ఓకే, సో విల్ డూ టుగెదర్. లెట్ us sing. వేదేషు యజ్ఞేషు తపస్సు చైవ దానేషు పుణ్యఫలం ఇష్టం ఇదం విదిత్వా యోగీశ్వరం స్థానం వైతి చాద్యం. Very nice. So this chapter done, 8th chapter. So we'll continue 9th chapter tomorrow. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय. जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Sri Krishna Arjuna की जय. Next 9th chapter is a nice chapter. 9th chapter, nice chapter. Every chapter is nice only, but the 9th, 10th bale untai. The most confidential knowledge we will chant tomorrow. Thank you so much. So we are reading Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead book. We are at this particular paragraph.
Yes, Prabhu. That's correct.
Yeah. I found out.
I'll start, Prabhu, if it is fine.
చదవండి. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. So, Kamsa, however, saw the transcendental beauty of his sister Devaki, and he at once concluded that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has taken the shelter of her womb. He understood that, Prabhu. She had
Yes.
never before looked so wonderfully beautiful. He could distinctly understand that there was something wonderful within the womb of Devaki. In this way, Kamsa became perturbed because he was sure that the Supreme Personality of Godhead who would kill him in future had now come to Kamsa. Began to think, what is to be done with Devaki? Surely she has Vishnu or Krishna within her womb. So it is certain that the Krishna has come to execute the mission of demigod. And even if I immediately kill Devaki, his mission cannot be frustrated. Kamsa knew very well that no one can frustrate the purpose of Vishnu. Any intelligent man can understand that the laws of God cannot be violated. His purpose will be served in spite of impediments offered by the demons. Kamsa thought, if I kill Devaki at present moment, Krishna will enforce his supreme will more vehemently. To kill Devaki just now would be the most abominable act. No one desired to kill his reputation, even in an awkward situation. If I kill Devaki now, my reputation will be spoiled. Devaki is a woman, and if I kill her immediately, my reputation, the result of my peers' activities, and my
ఇదే చదవలేదా? దేవకి is a woman and she is under
okay,
my shelter. She is pregnant.
uh, the results of my peers' activities and my coaching in the clan, and my duration of life will be finished. He further deliberated. A person who is too cruel is as good as dead, even in his lifetime. No one likes to a cruel person during his lifetime, after his death, during his lifetime or after, and after his death. People curse him. On account of his self-identification with the body, he must be disregarded and pushed into the darkest region of
Degraded.
the
He
hell.
must be degraded. Degraded.
Degraded and pushed to the darkest region of hell. Kamsa thus meditated on all pros and cons of killing Devaki at that time. చాలా తెలుసు ప్రభు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా తెలుసు. మళ్ళీ తనకి
Mhm.
భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడని తెలుసు, భగవంతుడు లోపల ఉన్నాడని తెలుసు. ఆ తర్వాత అట్లా చంపకూడదని తెలుసు, చంపితే ఎలిష్ ప్లాంట్స్కి వెళ్తామని తెలుసు, అన్ని తెలుసు.
అది ఏమంటారు, ఒక డార్క్నెస్ అనే తెర కప్పేస్తుంది అనమాట. థ్యాంక్ యూ. మళ్ళీ చదువుతారు వీళ్ళు, మళ్ళీ అడుగుతాం. నెక్స్ట్ వాంట్స్ టు రీడ్, ప్లీజ్ రీడ్. హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
రీడ్ మాత.
Yeah. Kamsa finally decided not to kill Devaki right away, but to wait for the inevitable future. But his mind became absorbed in animosity against the personality of Godhead. He patiently waited for the delivery of the child, expecting to kill him, as he had done previously with the other babies of Devaki. Thus, being merged in the ocean of animosity against the personality of Godhead, he began to think of Krishna or Vishnu while sitting, while sleeping, while walking, while eating, while working, in all the situations of his life. His mind became so much absorbed with the thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that indirectly he could see only Krishna or Vishnu around him. Unfortunately, although his mind was so absorbed in the thought of Vishnu, he is not recognized as a devotee because he was thinking of Krishna as an enemy. The state of mind of a great devotee is also to be always absorbed in Krishna, but a devotee thinks of him favorably, not unfavorably. To think of Krishna favorably is Krishna consciousness, but to think of Krishna unfavorably is not Krishna consciousness. At this time, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, accompanied by great sages like Narada and followed by many other demigods, invisibly appeared in the house of Kamsa. They began to pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in select verses, which are very pleasing to the devotees and which award fulfillment of their desires. The first words they spoke acclaimed that the Lord is true, his woe. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna descends to this material world just to protect the pious and bestow the impious. That is his woe. The demigods could understand that the Lord had taken his residence within the womb of Devaki to fulfill his woe, and they were very glad that the Lord was appearing in order to fulfill his mission.
Thank you మాత.
Thank you.
2 చదువుదాం, మళ్ళీ రండి, మళ్ళీ వస్తారు.
Okay.
నెక్స్ట్ వాంట్స్ టు రీడ్ ఇట్. లెట్ మీ రీడ్. దెన్ చదవండి.
Then the demigods addressed the Lord as Satyam Param, or the Supreme Absolute Truth. Everyone is searching after the truth. That is the philosophical way of life. The demigods give information that the Supreme Absolute Truth is Krishna. One who becomes fully Krishna conscious can attain the Absolute Truth. Krishna is the Absolute Truth because, unlike relative truth, he is truth in all three phases of eternal time. Time is divided into past, present, and future. Krishna is truth always, past, present, and future. In the material world, everything is being controlled by the supreme time in the course of past, present, and the future. But before the creation, Krishna was existing. And when there is a creation, everything is resting in Krishna. And when this creation is finished, Krishna will remain. Therefore, he is the absolute truth in all circumstances. If there is any truth within this material world, it emanates from the supreme truth, Krishna. If there is any opulence within this material world, the cause of opulence is Krishna. If there is any reputation within this material world, the cause of the reputation is Krishna. If there is any strength within this material world, the cause of such strength is Krishna. If there is any wisdom and education within this material world, the cause of such wisdom and education is Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is the source of all relative truths. This material world is composed of 5 principal elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And all such elements are emanations from Krishna. The material scientists accept these 5 primary elements as the cause of the material manifestation. But the elements in their gross and subtle states are produced by Krishna. The living entities who are working within this material world are products of his marginal potency. In the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that the whole manifestation is a combination of 2 kinds of energies of Krishna, the superior energy and the inferior energy. The living entities are the superior energy, and the dead material elements are his inferior energy. In its dormant stage, everything remains in Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Jai, thank you very much. Next.
Can you continue?
Next. Continue.
Hare Krishna. The demigods continued to offer their...
Here, you are continuing. Here, demigods also continuing. Okay, you continue.
Yeah, hello. The demigods continue to offer their respectable prayers onto the supreme form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By analytical study of the material manifestation. What is this material manifestation? It is just like a tree. A tree stands on the ground. Similarly, the tree of the material manifestation is standing on the ground of material nature. Udva Mula Madhva Shakam ఉంది కదా 15th chapter.
Yeah.
This material manifestation is compared to a tree because a tree is ultimately cut off in due course of time. A tree is called vriksha. Vriksha means the thing which will be ultimately cut off. Therefore, this tree of the material manifestation cannot be accepted as the ultimate truth because it is influenced by time. But Krishna's body is eternal. He existed before the material manifestation. He is existing while the material manifestation is continuing, and when will be dissolved. He will continue to exist. Therefore, only Krishna can be accepted as the absolute truth. In the Katha Upanishad, also it is stated that the example of the tree of the material manifestation standing on the ground of material nature. This tree has 2 kinds of fruits, distress and happiness. Those who are living in the tree of the body are just like 2 birds. One bird is the localized aspect of Krishna, known as Paramatma, and the other bird is the living entity. The living entity is eating the fruits of this material manifestation. Sometimes he eats the fruit of happiness and sometimes he eats the fruit of distress. But the other bird is not interested in eating the fruit of distress or happiness because he is self-satisfied. The Katha Upanishad states that one bird on the tree of the body is eating the fruits and the other bird is simply witnessing. The roots of this tree extend in 3 directions. This means that the root of the tree is the 3 modes of material nature. That is goodness, passion, and ignorance. Just as the tree's roots expand, so by association of the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, one expands his duration of material existence. The taste of the fruits are 4 kinds of religiosity: economic development, sense gratification, and ultimately liberation. According to the different association in the 3, ఇది ఏ chapter?
Second chapter, continue. Second chapter. Continue.
ఇది భగవద్గీతలో 15th chapter కదా. ఓకే. సెన్స్ గ్రాటిఫికేషన్ అండ్ అల్టిమేట్లీ లిబరేషన్. నేను భగవద్గీత అనుకున్నా అందుకే. According to the different association in the modes of material nature, The living entities are tasting different kinds of religiosity, different kinds of economic development, different kinds of sense gratification, and different kinds of liberation. Practically, all material work is performed in ignorance. But because there are three qualities, sometimes the quality of ignorance is covered with the goodness or passion. The taste of these material fruits is accepted through five senses. The five sense organs through which knowledge is acquired are subjected to six kinds of whips: lamentation, illusion, infirmity, death, hunger, and thirst. This material body or the material manifestation is covered by seven layers: skin, muscle, blood, marrow, bone, fat, and semen. The branches of the tree are eight. Eight. Six, seven, eight. Okay. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. There are nine gates in this body: the two eyes, two nostrils, two ears, one mouth, one genital, and one rectum. And there are 10 kinds of internal air passing within the body: prana, apana, udana, vyana, samana, etc. The two birds seated in this tree, as explained above, are the living entity and the localized supreme personality of Godhead, that is Paramatma. Haribol. Complete understanding. Yeah.
See, in the detailed knowledge in the very good. Thank you for reading. Okay. Okay. So what are the five senses of objects? Tell me. Haribol, you are keeping mute. Haribol, I am asking to you. The five sense objects through which knowledge is acquired are?
Here, our 2 ears, 2 ears, 2 eyes, one nose, one nose, one mouth, one skin.
Mm. And those are subjected to?
Six kinds of whips. Six kinds of whips. దాని వల్లనే మనకి ఈ బాధలు. సో లామెంటేషన్, ఇల్యూజన్, ఇన్ఫర్మిటీ, డెత్, హంగర్ అండ్ థర్స్ట్.
What is infirmity?
డిటియరేషన్ కావచ్చు.
Let me ask. Mental weakness, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Okay, we'll continue. Okay. Raju Prabhu, మీరు లిఫ్ట్ చేశారు ఏమన్నారు అది ఏంటిది? హలో,
లైన్ గా చెప్తుండు. 5, 6, 7 లేయర్స్. తర్వాత 9, 8 ఏం చెప్పిండ్రు?
పంచమహాభూతాలు ప్లస్ 3 సటిల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్.
8, 9 గేట్స్, 10 వాయువుస్.
ఎయిర్స్. ఓకే ఓకే, చదవండి ప్రభు.
Hare Krishna. The root cause of the material manifestation described here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead expanded himself to take charge of the three qualities of the material world. Vishnu takes charge of the mode of goodness, Brahma takes up charge of mode of passion, and Lord Shiva takes charge of the mode of ignorance. Brahma, by the mode of passion, creates this manifestation. Lord Vishnu maintains this manifestation by the mode of goodness, and Lord Shiva annihilates it by the mode of ignorance. The whole creation ultimately rests in the Supreme Lord. He is the cause of creation, maintenance, and dissolution. And when the whole manifestation is dissolved in its subtle form as is energy, it rests within his body. At present, the demigods prayed the Supreme Lord Krishna is appearing just for the maintenance of the manifestation. Actually, the Supreme Cause is one, but less intelligent persons being deluded by the three modes of material nature. See that the material world is manifested through the different causes. Those who are intelligent can see that cause one, that the cause is one, Krishna. As it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Ishwaraha Parama Krishna.
Fully end శ్లోకం.
ఈశ్వరః పరమ కృష్ణ సచ్చిదానంద విగ్రహ అనాదిరాదిర్ గోవింద సర్వకారణ కారణం Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. Brahma is the deputed agent for creation. Vishnu is the expansion of Krishna for Vishnu is the expansion of Krishna for maintenance, and Lord Shiva is the expansion of Krishna for dissolution.
Deputed agent ఎవరు ప్రభు?
Brahma Prabhuji.
ప్రభు రాశాడు డిప్యూటెడ్ ఏజెంట్ చదవండి.
Yeah, our dear Lord, the demigods prayed, it is very difficult to understand your eternal form for personally. People in general are unable to understand your actual form. Therefore, you are personally descending to exhibit your original eternal form. Somehow people can understand the different incarnation of your Lordship, but they are puzzled to understand the eternal form of Krishna with two hands moving among human beings, exactly like one of them. This eternal form of your Lordship gives ever increasing transcendental pleasure to the devotees, but for the non devotees, this form is very dangerous. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is very pleasing to the sadhus, Paritranaya Sadhuna, but this form is very dangerous to the demons because Krishna also descends to kill the demons. He is therefore simultaneously pleasing the devotees and dangerous to the demons. Can you continue, please, or stop?
ఇంకోటి
Yeah, our dear ఇంకోటి అంటున్నా కొంచెం
ఇంకోటి మీరే ఇంకొక
Yeah,
పారాగ్రాఫ్
our
చదవండి.
dear lotus-eyed Lord, you are the source of pure goodness. There are many great sages who simply by samadhi, by are transcendentally meditating upon your lotus feet and thus being absorbed in your thought, have easily transformed the great ocean of nescience created by the material nature into no more than the water in a calf's footprint. The purpose of meditation is to focus on the upon the personality of the Godhead, beginning from his lotus feet. Simply by meditation on the lotus feet of the Lord, great sages cross over this vast ocean of material existence without difficulty. Thank you, Prabhuji.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు. లెట్ మీ రీడ్. O self-illuminated one, the great saintly persons who have crossed over the ocean of nescience by the help of the transcendental boat of your lotus feet, have not taken away that boat. It is still lying on this side. If one takes a boat to cross over a river, the boat also goes with one to the other side of the river. And so, when one reaches the destination, how can the same boat be available to those who are still on this side? To answer this difficulty, the demigods say in their prayer that the boat of the Lord's lotus feet is not taken away. The devotees still remaining on this side are able to pass over the ocean of material nature because the pure devotees do not take the boat with them when they cross over. When one simply approaches the boat, the whole ocean of material essence is reduced to the size of the water in a calf's hoof print. Therefore, the devotees do not need to take the boat to the other side. They simply cross the ocean immediately. Because the great saintly persons are compassionate toward all conditioned souls, the boat is still lying on this side. In other words, one can meditate upon the lotus feet of the Lord at any time, and by so doing, one can cross over the great ocean of material existence. Meditation means concentration upon the lotus feet of the Lord. Lotus feet indicate the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But those who are impersonalists do not recognize the lotus feet of the Lord, and therefore their object of meditation is something impersonal. The demigods express their mature verdict that persons who are interested in meditating on something void or impersonal cannot cross over the ocean of nescience. Such persons are simply imagining that they have become liberated. O lotus-eyed Lord, their intelligence is contaminated because they fail to meditate upon the lotus feet of your Lordship. As a result of this neglectful activity, the impersonalists fall down again into the material way of conditioned life, although they may temporarily rise to the point of impersonal realization. Impersonalists undergo severe austerities and penances to merge themselves into the Brahman effulgence or impersonal Brahman existence. But their minds are not free from material contamination. They have simply tried to negate the material ways of thinking. That does not mean that they have become liberated. Thus they fall down. Hare Krishna. What a knowledge. అందుకే Krishna book also one of the popular, among the devotee circle, devotee community. Before go to bed, some devotees, have a practice of reading Krishna book every day before go to bed. That is this thing. నైస్. ఎంత ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ చూడండి. రైట్. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదికి జై, జగద్గురు శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదికి జై. సో నా అగైన్ వన్ మోర్ టైం మళ్ళీ చదువుదాం రిపీటెడ్గా 2 paragraphs. సో లెట్ మీ స్టార్ట్ విత్ ప్రసాద్ ప్రభు. యూ వాంట్ స్టార్ట్ అగైన్? ఓకే, ప్రసాద్ ప్రభు ఉన్నారా? ఓకే, మాధవి మాతాజీ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ?
Yes, Prabhu.
ఓకే, చదవండి.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that the impersonalist has to
సారీ ప్రభు,
undergo.
యాక్చువల్ కొంచెం ఎందుకో ఈ మొబైల్ లో వాయిస్ తక్కువ ఉంది ప్రభు ఈ రోజు నాకు. ఐ డోంట్ నో. హరే కృష్ణ.
రీజాయిన్ అయితే మరి సెట్ అవుతుందో
Chauthara
చూడండి.
Prabhuji.
చేశాను ప్రభు యాక్చువల్ గా అది. ఓకే
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే,
హరే
మరి ఇప్పుడు
కృష్ణ.
వాయిస్ ఓకే ఉంది మీది. మీరు చదువుతారా?
నాది
చదువుతుందా?
మీకు వినపడుతుంది ప్రభు, నాకు వినపడట్లేదు. ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది. బట్ ఎనీహో నేను రీబూట్ చేస్తాను ప్రభు ఒకసారి ఇది అయిన తర్వాత. ఓకే
చదవండి.
ఓకే, ఇది చదవనా ప్రభు?
చదవండి.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that the impersonalist has to undergo great tribulation in the realizing his ultimate goal. At the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also stated that without devotional service to the Supreme Person of the Godhead, one cannot achieve liberation from the bondage of repetitive activities. The statement of Lord Krishna is there in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. The statement of the great sage Narada is there. And here also demigods confirm it. Person who have not taken the devotional service are understood to have come short of the ultimate purpose of knowledge and are not favored by your grace. Okay. Persons who have not taken to the devotional service are understood to have come short of the ultimate purpose of knowledge and are not favored by your grace. Okay. The impersonalists simply think that they are liberated, but actually they have no feeling for the personality of Godhead. They think that when Krishna comes to the material world, he accepts a material body. Okay, they therefore overlook the transcendental body of Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Avajananti ma mudha. In spite of conquering material lust and rising to the point of liberation, the impersonalists fall down. If they are engaged just in knowing things for the sake of knowledge and do not take to the devotional service of the Lord, they cannot achieve the desired results. Their achievement is the trouble they take, and that's all, and that is all. It is clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita that to realize Brahman identification is not all. Brahman identification may help one become joyful without a material attachment or detachment and to achieve the platform of equanimity. But after this stage, one has to take the devotional service. When one takes to the devotional service after being elevated to the platform of Brahman realization, he is then admitted into the spiritual kingdom for permanent residence in association with the Supreme Person of the Godhead. That is the result of devotional service. Those who are devotees of the Supreme Person of the Godhead so never fall down like the impersonalist. Even if the devotee fall down, they remain affectionately attached to their Lord. They can meet all kind of obstacles on the path of devotional service and freely, without any fear. They can surmount such obstacles. Okay. Because of their surrender, they are certain that Krishna will always protect them. As it is promised by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, my devotee are never vanquished. Hare Krishna.
What is that sloka?
So,
Anybody remember? What is that sloka?
my devotees are
Remember?
never vanquished.
Parisht. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvastanti minigashyati kaunteya pratijane name bhakta pranashati. ఈవెన్ దో ప్రభుపాద రాసి చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు. Those who are devotees of the Supreme Personality of God never fall down like the imperialist. Even if the devotees fall down, they attach to Krishna. ఎంత బాగుంది. They remain affectionately attached to their Lord. They can meet all kinds of obstacles on the path of devotion and freely, without any fear, they can surmount all obstacles because of their surrender. They are certain that Krishna will protect them. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Madhai Mata, continue. Yeah. Hare Krishna,
Hare
please
Krishna
continue.
Prabhuji. Our dear Lord, the demigods continued, you have appeared in your original unalloyed form, the eternal form of goodness for the welfare of all living entities within this material world. Taking advantage of your appearance, all of them can now very easily understand the nature and form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Persons who belong to the four divisions of the social order, the brahmacharis, grihasthas, vanaprasthas, and sannyasis, can all take advantage of your appearance. Dear Lord, husband of the goddess of fortune, devotees who are dotted in your service do not fall down from their high position like the impersonalists. Being protected by you, the devotees are able to traverse over the heads of many of Maya's commanders in chief, who can always put stumbling blocks on the path of liberation. Dear Lord, you appear in your eternal transcendental form for the benefit of the living entities so that they can see you face to face and offer their worshipable sacrifices by ritualistic performance of the Vedas, mystic meditation, and devotional service as recommended in the scriptures. Dear Lord, if you did not appear in your eternal transcendental form, full of bliss and knowledge, a form which can eradicate all kinds of speculative ignorance about your position, then all people would simply speculate about you according to their respective modes of material nature.
మళ్ళీ
Continue
చదవండి
Chayana
మాత.
Prabhu.
మీది మళ్ళీ చదవండి.
Dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, if you dear Lord, if you did not appear in your eternal transcendental form, full of bliss and knowledge, a form which can eradicate all kinds of speculative ignorance about your position, then all people will simply speculate about you according to their respective modes of material nature.
Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Speculation చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? According to one's modes nature. Okay, we can continue. Let us continue. One more paragraph చదవండి.
The appearance of Krishna is the answer to all imaginative iconography of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Iconography. Everyone imagines the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to his mode of material nature. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord is the oldest person. Therefore, a section of religions imagine that God must be very old, and therefore they depict a form of the Lord like a very old man. But in the same Brahma Samhita, that is contradicted. Although he is the oldest of all living entities, he has his eternal form as a fresh youth. The exact words used in this connection in Srimad Bhagavatam are Vijnanam, Ajnana, be the Pamarjanam. Vijnanam means transcendental knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vijnanam is also experienced knowledge. Transcendental knowledge has to be accepted by the descending process of disciplic succession, as Brahma presents the knowledge of Krishna in the Brahma Samhita. The Brahma Samhita is Vijnanam, as realized by Brahma's transcendental experience, and in that way he presented the form and the pastimes of the Krishna in the transcendental above. This knowledge is Ajnana Beda Pamarjanam, that which can smash all kinds of the speculation in ignorance. People are imagining the form of the Lord. Sometimes he has no form and sometimes he has form, according to their different imaginations. But the presentation of Krishna in the Brahma Samhita is Vijnanam. Scientific, experienced knowledge is given by the Lord Brahma and accepted by Lord Chaitanya. There is no doubt about it. Krishna's form, Krishna's fruit, Krishna's color, everything is reality. Here it is said that this Vijnanam is always defeating all kinds of speculative knowledge. Therefore, without your appearing as Krishna, as you are neither Ajnana be the Pamarjanam, destruction of the renaissance of speculative knowledge, nor Vijnanam would be realized. In other words, your appearance will vanquish the ignorance of all speculative knowledge and establish the real experienced knowledge of authorities like Lord Brahma. Men influenced by the three modes of material nature imagine their own God according to the modes of material nature. In this way, God is presented in various ways, but your appearance will establish what the real form of God is.
So nice.
True. Thank you, Prabhuji.
elaborated descriptions.
Yes,
ప్రభుపాద ఎట్లా రాసిండి ఇవన్నీ చూడండి.
yes.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ రీడింగ్. సో
Thank you.
ప్రసాద్ ప్రభు డన్, మాధవ్ మాధవ్ డన్. నెక్స్ట్ లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభు.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
ప్లీజ్ రీడ్.
The highest blunder committed by the impersonalist is to think that when the incarnation of the God comes, he accepts the form of matter in the mode of goodness. Actually, the form of Krishna or Narayana is transcended to any material idea. Even the great impersonalist Shankaracharya has admitted Narayana Paro Vyakta. The material creation is caused by the Avyakta, impersonal manifestation of the matter, or the non-phenomenal total desire of the matter. But Krishna is transcendental to the material conception, that is, expressed in Srimad Bhagavatam as Shuddha Sattva, or transcendental goodness. He does not belong to material mode of goodness, and he is above the position of material goodness. He belongs to transcendental eternal status of bliss and knowledge. Inkochi chadavana, Prabhu?
Please.
Dear Lord, when you appear in your different incarnations, you take different names and forms according to the different situations. Lord Krishna is your name because you are all attractive. You are called Shyamasundara because you are transcendental beauty. Shyama means blackish, yet it is said that you are more beautiful than thousands of cupids. Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya. Although you appear in a color which is compared to a blackish cloud, because you are the transcendental absolute, your beauty is many, many times more attractive than the delicate body of the cupid. Sometimes you are called Giridhari because you lifted the hill known as Govardhana. You are sometimes called Nanda Nandana or Vasudeva or Devaki Nandana because you appear as the son of Maharaj Nanda or Vasudeva or Devaki. Impersonalists think that your many names or forms are given according to a particular type of work and quality because they accept your form. They accept you from the position of a material observer. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Raja Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah. Our dear Lord, the way of understanding is not to study your absolute nature, form and activities by mental speculation. One must engage himself in devotional service, then one can understand your absolute nature and your transcendental form, name and qualities. Actually, only a person who has a little taste for the service of your lotus feet can understand your transcendental nature, her form and qualities. Others may go on speculating for millions of years, but it is not possible for them to understand even a single part of your actual position. In other words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, cannot be understood by the non-devotees because there is a certain curtain of Yogamaya which covers Krishna's actual features. As confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya, the Lord says, I am not exposed to anyone and everyone. When Krishna came, he was actually present in the battlefield of Kurukshetra and everyone saw him. But not everyone could understand that he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Still, everyone who died in his presence attained complete liberation from material bondage and was transferred to the spiritual world. ప్రభుజీ అంటే ఇప్పుడు స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయిపోయారు వాళ్ళందరూ. అంటే ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏం లవ్ లేదు ఏం లేదు ప్రభుజీ, అంటే జస్ట్ అక్కడ చనిపోయారు అంతే. దే డిడెంట్ డూ ఎనీ సర్వీస్ ఆల్సో. దే డోంట్ లవ్ కృష్ణ, దే డిడెంట్ డూ ఎనీ సర్వీస్ టు ద కృష్ణ. బట్ దే వాళ్ళకి ముక్తి, నార్మల్ ముక్తి వస్తుందా ప్రభుజీ, లేకుంటే డైరెక్ట్ దే గో టు ద స్పిరిచువల్?
ఏమో ప్రభు, నాకే తెలియదు. ప్రభుపాద రాసింది ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ టు ద స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్ అంతే. అంత డీటెయిల్గా ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్. ఇఫ్ ఎనీబడీ నోస్ ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్.
సాయుజ్య ముక్తి ప్రభు.
మరి సాయుజ్య ముక్తి అంటే బ్రహ్మన్లో కలిసిపోతారు కదా ప్రభుజీ. స్పిరిచువల్
ముక్తే కదా ప్రభు అది కూడా.
ముక్తి అది కూడా స్పిరిచువల్ అంటే ప్రభుజీ, అది కాదు కదా, స్పిరిచువల్ కాదు కదా, అది స్పిరిచువల్ అంటే ప్రభుజీ. బ్రహ్మన్
ముక్తి ప్రభు అది స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్ అంటే స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్, ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ ఏం ఉండవు కదా, మెటీరియల్ కాదు కదా,
మెటీరియల్ కాదు
కానీ సాయుధ్యం
మళ్ళీ వస్తారు కదా రోజు, మళ్ళీ లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది.
ఏమన్నారు మళ్ళీ
ఉంటుంది కదా సాయుధ్య ముక్తి అంటే. దే వాంటెడ్ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్ అగైన్ రైట్ టు దిస్ మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్.
నో, ఇట్స్ నాట్ మ్యాండేటరీ ప్రభుజీ. వాళ్ళు అక్కడ ఉండాలంటే అలాగే ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ టు ద హార్ట్ ఉంటుంది చూసారా, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, సోల్ ఉంటుంది చూసారా. సోల్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు సాటిస్ఫై అవుద్ది, భగవంతుడికి సేవ చేసినప్పుడే సాటిస్ఫై అవుద్ది. ఆ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ కావాలనుకుంటే ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి మళ్ళీ ఆ సేవ చేసుకుని పైకి వెళ్తారు అన్నమాట.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే, అంటే అక్కడ ఉండిపోవచ్చు పర్మనెంట్గా.
ఉండిపోవట్లేదు అంటే ప్రభు కొన్ని స్క్రిప్చర్స్ లో అదే మొత్తం పరమసత్యం అని రాసి ఉంటది, అది చదువునోడు అక్కడికే వెళ్తాడు అనమాట. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాక తర్వాత అర్థమవుద్ది. అది కూడా సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ లేదు. సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ ఎప్పుడంటే ఆత్మకి పరమాత్మని సేవ చేసినప్పుడే అని తెలుసుకుని మళ్ళీ వస్తారనమాట.
ఎస్ ప్రభు.
Yes, Prabhu, continue. One more.
The Lord, the impersonalist or non-devotee cannot understand that your name is identical with your form. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no difference between his name and his actual form. In the material world, there is a difference between the form and name. The mango fruit is different from the name of the mango. One cannot taste the mango fruit simply by chanting the mango, mango, mango. But the devotee who knows that there is no difference between the name and the form of the Lord chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
and realize that he is always in Krishna's company.
Hari Bolo. Thank you, Prabhu. Next, Lalita Mother, Hari Bol.
Yeah, I'll read. Pettinana. Hare Krishna. For Chadana,
Mm-hmm.
for persons who are not very advanced in absolute knowledge of the Supreme Lord Krishna exhibits his transcendental pastime. Such persons can simply think of the pastimes of the Lord and get full benefit. Since there is no difference between the transcendental name and form of the Lord, there is no difference between the transcendental pastimes and the form of the Lord. For those who are less intelligent, like women, laborers, and mercantile class, the great sage Vasudeva wrote the Mahabharata, and in Mahabharata, Krishna is present in his different activities. The Mahabharata is history, and simply by studying, hearing, and memorizing the transcendental activities of Krishna, the less intelligent can also gradually rise to the standard of pure devotees. The pure devotees who are always absorbed in the thought of the transcendental, The pure devotees who are always absorbed in the thought of the transcendental lotus feet of Krishna and who are always engaged in devotional service in full Krishna consciousness are never to be considered to be in this material world. Srila Rupa Goswami has explained that those who are always engaged in Krishna consciousness with body, mind, and activities are to be considered liberated even within this body. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord have already transcended the material position.
Jivan Mukta. Okay.
Krishna appears in order to give a chance to both the devotees and the non-devotees for realization of the ultimate goal of life. Okay. The devotees get the direct chance to see him and worship him. Those who are not on that platform get the chance to become acquainted with his activities and thus become elevated to the same position. Our dear Lord, O Supreme Controller, when you appear on earth, all the demons like Kamsa and Jarasandha will be vanquished, and all good fortune will be ushered in the world. When you walk on the globe, your lotus wheel will impress the ground with the marks of your souls, such as the flag, the trident, and the thunderbolt. Thus, you will grace both the earth, honors, and the heavenly planets who shall see those marks. Wow. Continue, Chena.
Good.
O dear Lord, the demigods continued, You are unborn. Therefore, we do not find any reason for your appearance other than for your pleasurable pastimes. Although the reason for the appearance of the Lord is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, he descends just to give protection to the devotees and vanquish the non devotees. Actually, he descends for his pleasure meeting with the devotees, not really to vanquish the non devotees. Haripol. The non-devotees can be vanquished simply by one kick of material nature. The actions and reactions of material nature, that is creation, maintenance, and annihilation, are being carried out automatically.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Continue. Automatically link ఉంది అది paragraph. But
Okay.
simply.
But But simply by taking shelter of your holy name, the devotees are fully protected because your holy name and your personality are non different. The protection of the devotees and the annihilation of the non devotees are actually not the business of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When He descends, it is just for His transcendental pleasure. There cannot be any other reason for His appearance. Haripol. Perfect.
Krishna Leela. Okay. For his own pleasure only. Interesting. The protection of the devotees and annihilation of non-devotees are actually not the business of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is just for his transcendental pleasure. You want to play. You want to play with this world and guys. Look, let me read. Our dear Lord, you are appearing as the best of the Yadu dynasty, and we are offering our respectful humble obeisance unto your lotus feet. Before this appearance, you also appeared as a fish incarnation, as a horse incarnation, as a tortoise incarnation, as a half man, half lion incarnation, as a boar incarnation. Fish, horse, tortoise, half man, half lion, boar, as a swan incarnation, as a king Ramachandra, as Parashurama, and as many other incarnations. You appeared just to protect the devotees, and we request you in your present appearance as the Supreme Personality of God Himself to give us similar protection all over the three worlds and remove all obstacles for the peaceful execution of our lives. Dear Mother Devaki, within your womb is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appearing along with all his plenary extensions. He is the original personality of Godhead, appearing for our welfare. Therefore, you should not be afraid of your brother, O King, the King of Bhoja. Your son, Lord Krishna, who is the original personality of Godhead, will appear for the protection of the pious Yadu dynasty. The Lord is appearing not alone but accompanied by his immediate plenary portion Baladeva. So Baladeva appearance in Saturday, na? Saturday చేస్తున్నారా ఇండియాలో ఇక్కడ Friday.
28th Friday.
Okay. So Devaki was very much afraid of her brother Kamsa because he had already killed so many of her children. So she was very anxious about Krishna. In the Vishnu Purana, it is stated that in order to pacify Devaki, all the demigods along their wives used to visit her to encourage her not to be afraid that her son would be killed by Kamsa. Krishna, who was within her womb, was to appear not only to diminish the burden of the world, but specifically to protect the interest of the Yadu dynasty, and certainly to protect Devaki and Vasudeva. It is understood that Krishna had been transferred from the mind of Vasudeva to the mind of Devaki, and from there to her womb. Thus, all the demigods worshipped Devaki, the mother of Krishna. After thus worshipping the transcendental form of the Lord, all the demigods, with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva placed in front, departed for their heavenly abodes. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport of the second chapter of Krishna, prayers by the demigods for Lord Krishna in the womb. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just want to observe one thing. Let me see. Control home. Okay. So itla ఉంది ఇది. Let me see. SB. ఇది చూడండి ఒకసారి కదా. Advent of Lord Krishna, 10th canto, 1st chapter. Okay. Prayers with the demigods of Krishna in the womb. Birth of Lord Krishna. Okay. Atrocities of King Kamsa. Okay. Kamsa begins his persecution. Okay. The meeting of Nanda Vasudeva, Putana kill. So ఇక్కడ నుంచి యాక్చువల్లీ 10th క్యాంటో an elaborated formula and mostly purports and as well as some Prabhupada composed this one basically only text, not slokas or etc. Just the story format. Please, we have few minutes left. I want to share actually one thing. Yesterday a nice discussion I was hearing mostly. Thank you for sharing, Prabhu. మీరు ఏంటిది మన వేరేంది మహాభారతం ట్రీ వెరీ నైస్. ఎక్కడి నుంచి క్యాప్చర్ చేశారు ప్రభు ఇది? యువర్ ఫ్రెండ్సా? ఉన్నాడా మీ ప్రభు? హరిబోల్.
డివోటీ మాతాజీ తీసుకుంది
ఎవరు ప్రభు?
వాళ్ళు మన కన్నడ డివోటీ, ఒక కర్ణాటక డివోటీ, ఒక మాతాజీ ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళు మత సంప్రదాయం నుంచి వచ్చినారనమాట, కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఇస్కాన్ వచ్చినారు వాళ్ళు. సో వాళ్ళు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఇదేనంట, మహాభారతం రామాయణం చదవడం అంట వాళ్ళ పని. ఆవిడ చేసిన రోజు ఇప్పుడు కాదు, ఎప్పుడో 2005-06 ఆ టైంలో చేసిందాన్ని.
కుంతి భోజాస్ చూసినరా? కుంతి భోజా బాగుంది. ఓకే. ఇంకోటి ఏదండి అది? 3 చిత్రాంగడనా? అనదర్ వైఫ్ ఆఫ్ అర్జున? ఫస్ట్ టైమ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్. చిత్రాంగద
అస్సామీ. ఆమె అస్సాం, మణిపూర్ నుంచి వైపు అంటారు.
ఉలూపియా? నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరు?
ఉలిపి.
ఓకే.
ఉలిపి అంటే మణిపురి అనమాట.
ఓకే. కూల్. ఓకే. సో ఇవి మనం మధ్యలో ఆపినాం కదా, ఇక భాగవతం ఒక వర్స్ చేద్దాము. భక్తి వేదాంత శ్లోక. జస్ట్ లెట్ మీ సీ వన్ థింగ్. ఒక శ్లోక భాగవతం చేద్దాం. 10th canto అదే. We have done until this one, right? Traya Chopanishad. Okay. Lord Krishna shows universal form within his mouth. So our slokas 10:8:45, right? Okay. 10:8:45. ఇది అయిపోయింది పేజ్. సో నెక్స్ట్ దాంట్లో ఏముంది? 10:9:18. మళ్ళీ ఇవన్నీ రిపీట్ చేద్దాంలేండి. 10:9:18 వాట్ ఇస్ దేర్? లెట్ us see. 10:9:18. 10:9:18. ఏదో ఒకటి నాయన.
10th చాప్టర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారా?
అది చదువుతున్నాం అంతే. అంత శ్లోక శ్లోక మెమరైజేషన్ లేదు ఇంకా. అంత చాలామంది జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ సెల్ఫ్ స్టడీ కోసం చేస్తున్నారు, నాట్ ఫర్ భక్తి వేదాంత డిగ్రీ కాదు. దానికి 10+ years ఆఫ్ యాక్టివ్ 10+ years ఆఫ్
చేసినామా?
8th వరకు చేసినాము, బట్ మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేద్దాం తర్వాత. ఉన్నాయి శ్లోకాస్ అన్ని, విల్ రిపీట్ లేటర్ ఎనీవే. జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు సీ. స్వామతు స్విన్న ఇది ఒకసారి చేయండి ప్రభు. ఇది 10:9:18 అంట. మదర్ యశోద బైండ్స్ లార్డ్ కృష్ణ దామోదర.
పరిశ్రమ వస్తుంది. పరిశ్రమ
ఉన్నది.
పరిశ్రమ కేసీలో మనం పరిశ్రమ చేస్తేనే కానీ ఆయన మన వైపు దయ చూపించడంట.
అంతే కదా.
ఎండేవర్ అండ్ మర్సీ, 2 fingers షార్ట్.
అంటే మనం ఇంకా చాలా నాయన ఇంకా నాకు వద్దు బాబు, ఇంకొద్దు నాయను అని అనుకుంటుంటాను చూసా. నా కెపాసిటీ కాదు అని ఏడుస్తుంటాను చూసారా ప్రభుజీ, అప్పుడు వస్తుంట కరుణ అనేది అప్పుడు వస్తుంటాయి.
యా, చదవండి ఒకసారి, మీనింగ్ చదివి రిసైడ్ చేద్దాం పడండి. ఓకే.
Because of Mother Yashoda's hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, and the flowers of an comb were falling from her hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound.
ఏం డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఇచ్చారు చూడండి. టైర్డ్ అయిపోయింది అనమాట, ట్రై చేసి చేసి. ఓకే ఓకే.
ఇది జనరల్ గా జగన్నాథ్ ప్రభుజీ, జగన్నాథ్ ఎక్కువ ఏడిపిస్తాడంట డివోటీస్ ని. ముగ్గురు ఉంటారు కదా, గౌర్నితాయ్, జగన్నాథ్ ప్లస్ రాధాకృష్ణ. రాధాకృష్ణ అంటే ఇంకా అల్టిమేట్ ఉంటాడంట, దానికన్నా ఒక స్టెప్ చిన్న జగన్నాథ్ అనమాట. దానికన్నా ఇంకా మర్సిఫుల్ ఎవరంటే గౌర్నితాయ్. సో జగన్నాథ్ ఏంటంటే మొత్తం పర్సనల్ ఉంటది అనమాట. రాధాకృష్ణ అంటే కొంచెం అఫీషియల్ శాంక్షన్ కింద ఉంటది. గౌర్నితాయ్ అంటే మొత్తం వదిలేస్తాడు, ఫ్రీ లిబరల్, మీ ఇష్టం అన్నట్టుగా ఉంటది అనమాట. ఈ జగన్నాథ్ ఏడిపిస్తూ ఉంటాడు కదా, అప్పుడు ఇది ఒకసారి చదువుతారు రోజు ఈ శ్లోక చదువుతారు. పరిశ్రమ ఇంకా రాలేదు నీ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఇంకా ఏడుపు రాలేదు నీ దగ్గర నుంచి, అది రాలేదు ఇది రాలేదని. ఈ ఏడుపు వస్తే మన దగ్గర నుంచి అప్పుడు వస్తుంది కరుణ అని ఈ శ్లోక చదువుతారు రోజు.
పర్ఫెక్ట్.
స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః దృష్ట్వా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణః కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే.
ఇంకోసారి ఏంటి ప్రభు?
ఒక్కొక్క లైన్ చేస్తాం ప్రభుజీ, ఒక్కొక్క లైన్ నాతో రిపీట్ చేసాక మొత్తం శ్లోక చేద్దాం, ఓకేనా? స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ
స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ
విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః
విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః
దృష్ట్వా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణః
దృష్ట్వా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణః
కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే.
కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే.
Yeah, whole sloka together now once. Swamatu svinnagatraya visrashta kabarasrajah drishtva parishramam krishnaha kripayasit swabandhane.
స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః
దృష్ట్వా
పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణ కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే. బ్యూటిఫుల్ శ్లోక. స్వబంధనే, కృపయాసిత్ స్వబంధనే. కృప, కృష్ణ కృప. కృష్ణ కృప లేకపోతే కృష్ణ కృప. కృష్ణ
2 fingers short అంటారు కదా, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద పరిశ్రమ అండ్ కృపయ.
అదే కృష్ణ అండ్ కృప. కృష్ణ కృప యాసిత్ స్వబంధనే. ఇంకోసారి వేయండి అందరం, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి టకరగా చేద్దాం. చలో మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి మీరు చేయండి, వింటాము, మనం చేస్తాం అందరం.
స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః దృష్ట్వా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణః కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే.
నేను చేస్తా అది ఒకటి, తర్వాత మీరు ఒక్కొక్కరు చేయండి. ఓకే. స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ విస్రష్ట కబరసృజః దృష్ట్వా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణ కృపయాసీత్ స్వబంధనే. చేయండి డివోటీస్, చేసి మనం డ్రాప్ అయిపోతుంది. ఎవరు చేస్తారు? చేయండి టకరగా.
స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ विश्रास्ताकबरस्रजा दृष्ट्वा परिश्रमं कृष्ण कृपयासीत् स्वबन्धने.
ఎస్ నెక్స్ట్ చేయండి చేయండి.
హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ స్వమాతు స్విన్నగాత్రాయ విస విస్రస్తకబరస్రజः దృష్ట్యా పరిశ్రమం కృష్ణः కృపయాసి స్వబంధనే.
జయ్ మీరు ఏంటి
నేనేనా स्वमातु स्विन्नगात्राय विसृष्टाकबरसृजा दृष्ट्वा परिश्रमं कृष्ण कृपयासि स्वबन्धने.
ఒకసారి మీనింగ్ చదవండి. రీడ్ అగైన్.
Because of Mother Yashoda's hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, and the flowers and comb were falling from her hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Haribol.
అక్కడేమో పించి చేస్తాడు, ఇక్కడేమో చూస్తాడు అనమాట. చూద్దాం అలసిపోయిందా లేకపోతే ఏంది కథ, అలసిపోయిందా చూద్దాం ఎట్లుంది పొజిషన్ అని లాస్ట్గా చూసి అవంతి.
మనమే ఇంత రిలీజ్ చేస్తుంటే అసలు అక్కడ గోపీస్ అసలు ఎంత చూసి యాక్ట్, ఏ యాక్ట్ అయినా కూడా మిస్చీవియస్ యాక్ట్. దామోదర్
ఫన్.
వాళ్ళు
కృష్ణ మీన్స్ ఫన్. ఫన్ ప్లస్ ఫన్ డివోషన్. అదే ఒక అసలు వాళ్ళు ఆయనకు దేవాది దేవుడు కృష్ణుడు అనుకోరు వాళ్ళు. మాలో ఉన్నోడే, మనోడే, మావాడే, మాలో ఉన్నోడే, మావాడే, మనోడే. అండ్ కృష్ణ ఆల్సో లైక్ దట్. వాళ్ళకి అట్లా తెలిసి అట్లనే ఈ కృష్ణ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ లైక్ దట్. దట్ ఈస్ ద నేచర్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ, రైట్?
సమావృతం.
కృష్ణ వాంట్స్ టు హ్యావ్ లైక్ దట్ ఓన్లీ. అదర్వైజ్ అదే చెప్తుండే కదా, ట్రాన్స్జెండర్ ప్రభుపాద రాసింది కదా, ఈ కేమ్ ఫర్ హిజ్ ఓన్ ప్లెజర్, ఈ వాంట్స్ టు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దట్ ప్లెజర్, హిజ్ ఓన్ ట్రాన్స్జెండల్ ప్లెజర్, నాట్ టు సేవ్ హిజ్ డివోటీస్ ఆర్ అనిహిలేట్. నో, ఈ లవింగ్ ఎక్స్చేంజెస్ ఈ వాంట్స్ టు రిలీజ్, అది కృష్ణ. ఓకే డివోటీస్, విల్ స్టాప్ హియర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్. గ్రంథరాజ్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం की जय and कृष्णा book की जय. Our most beloved supreme lord Sri Krishna Bhagavan की जय. All the Vrindavan Vasi की जय. गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय.
जय
जगद्गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय.
जय.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We'll
Prabhuji
connect
and Mataji.
tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభుజీ మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु माता जी all धन्यवाद प्रणाम to all.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ దండ.
మురళీధర్ సడన్ గా గుర్తొచ్చింది. మురళీధర్ ప్రభు మీరు నేర్చుకున్నారా ఫ్లూట్ వాయించడం?
ఫ్లూటా ప్రభుజీ? అన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలండి ప్రభుజీ.
అన్న సైబరాబాద్ టెంపుల్ ఉన్నారు కదా ప్రభు, కీర్తనలో కూర్చోండి మంచిగా ఎవరైనా ఫ్లూట్ వాయిస్తే మంచిగా నేర్చుకోండి. మురళీధర్ పేరు, మీ పేరు తెలుసు కదా మురళీధర్ అంటే, మురళిని ధరించిన వాడు మురళీధరుడు. ఎవరు? శ్రీకృష్ణ భగవానుడు.
అదే ఇప్పుడు మృదంగం అయింది కదా.
ఏమంటారు, మృదంగం నేర్చుకుంటున్నారా?
అది మృదంగం అయ్యింది. ఇప్పుడు ఫ్లూట్ ఉంది కదా, ఇంత ముందు కృష్ణకు ఇప్పుడు ఫ్లూట్ వాయించారు కదా అందరూ.
అచ్చా, మృదంగం వాయిస్తారా?
లేదు అంటే అదే మృదంగం అయింది అనమాట. అట్లా
ఫ్లూటే మృదంగం అయిందా? ఓకే ఓకే, రైట్. చలో, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్ ద డివోటీస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ ఆల్ ద డివోటీస్. హరి బోల్. టేక్ కేర్.